Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of Beginners for Traveler's Notebooks, Traveler's Notebooks for Newbies, Traveler's Notebooks 101, whatever. I think I'm calling it TNs for Beginners. This is overwhelming for me to look at. I can only imagine from the camera, like looking at the screen, like holy cow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this off. But I just wanted to show you what happens when I go looking through my shop. Isn't this better? Clean. Okay guys, so what I did real quick is I wrote down, I probably should have did this for the first video. This piece of paper, and maybe I'll make it pretty by the last video, gives us all our sizes. I didn't mention in the first video be slim because I feel like it's a niche size. Not every maker carries it. And it, honest to God, for an insert maker, it falls in between an A6 and a B6 and a personal. Like, it's this smidge size, and I'm like, I kind of like the size, but as a maker, I want to be like, pick a different size. Just because I make a million sizes of notebooks as it is. Okay. So, A5, I do not have an A5 notebook. I don't stock A4 paper to print A5, if that makes sense to those of you who've kind of started to wrap your head around this. But I do have a bullet journal that is an A5. So, I want to compare that to a wide. This is a 2018 month on 2 page. Sorry, 2018 month on 2 page. It is the same height. This is wider by about, I don't think that that's right. That should be almost an inch. Well, maybe it is. This is it. I'm not going to show this one again. I just wanted to show the comparison for A5 since I don't have an A5 notebook. I'm going to toss that way over there. This is a wide. I have, as you saw in the first little bit of the, I got a regular snuck in there. Is that the one I was looking for? No, that's not the one I was looking for. I don't know why I didn't need to grab them all. I have a bunch. They are 5 inches wide. This size is also known in the community as Cahier, C-A-H-I-E-R. That is a Moleskine term, and it's French for notebook. I just learned this off a comment off the other video. I actually knew that it didn't mean anything to do with the size, but I should have looked that up. But this is what Moleskine kind of, this is their A5. It's not. And so people started calling it Cahier. This is a show tracker. And this is what we get. Now, I'm showing you guys, these are books. Oh, I was looking for a coloring book. These are different books that are in my shop. I have some other makers here, and I will show you them. They're in the pocket size, so we'll get to that. But this is just like, how can I not plug my shop when this is what I do? Like, this is my business. So with that said, there is your wide, and I'm just gonna look at all the craft covers. These are the three cover colors that I normally stock. My calendars all come in craft. I decided to try and make my life easier at some point. So I'm gonna shrink it down even more. And this lovely little pretty is a May Designs notebook. This is their, I think they call it standard size, regular, medium, I don't know. There's, they stitch as well. I hand stitch mine, just a little, I'm going to give myself little props here. Theirs are stitched, and they have a lot of pages. This is a dot graph from them. I was using it as a commonplace kind of hot mess notes was a good way to put it. I bought a few books because I wanted to test them out. I wanted to try out their paper and just kind of see if I liked it. I bullet journaled in one, but I couldn't find that for today. But, so it's just, so you can see, guys, I'm trying to do this See how it's just a little shorter? It's a 1/4 of an inch shorter. These are 8 1/4. When you look at it like this, a 1/4 of an inch isn't much. So when you're looking for notebooks to go in your book, you can buy a little smaller size. You could even buy a little bigger size. I think I would err on the side of caution because if you stretch your elastics, they will wear. So this, I would consider this a wide as well. Like it fits in mine. Oh, let me flop mine back down. Next up is standard. Standard is 4.33 by 8 1/4. So if I'm doing my full disclosure, sorry, guys, I thought these were all in order and they are so not. If I'm doing my full disclosure, I'm going to tell you right up front that is not cut right. Did I cut that? I still want to show you this one. It's not cut right. It's a little too tall. My standards are cut at 4.375. That was my whole, if they're a little bigger, smaller, you're good. This is the actual conversion from the Midori in metric to US in inches. Here's standard. Standard in comparison to wide. Same height. Oh, of course I wouldn't grab a cover that's a different color. Let's grab a random one. So you can see the difference. I don't even know what these all are. Calendar, calendar, calendar. Lots of calendars. Oh, budget book. Budget books are good. Budget books are our friends. Because we need them to be. So again, same height, just a little skinnier. So these sizes right here depend a lot in the A5 on how wide you want your notebook. Oh, let me grab my scribbles back. I threw it away. Ugh. Let me grab it back. Let me just do the lineup for you. And again, I'm going to try and leave this up. Like, I'll pull my hands away. If you want to take a screenshot, so in your head you can kind of see the sizes with it, do it. Okay? A5, wide, standard / regular, Midori size. Okay. Now we can get rid of that for good. I did just want to mention that blackout paper, if you haven't seen it, it's really, oh, look, I did this awesome. I grabbed the right one. It's really fun to use a jelly roll or a white, I can't think of who, Scripto? Somebody else makes a white pen. I'm sure there's a couple others. Or you can even do the white, fountain pen. Wow. So just to make a note, I know I don't have any black in my shop right now. There's our comparison. I'm going to leave a regular out. I'm going to leave a regular out. I'm going to toss that just up there so I have one handy because, you guys, I have so many. Next up is B6. B6 is 5 by 7. So I'm pulling out all my B6s. So, not that one because it's got a ugly front. B6 compared to regular is interesting because it is, I know we're going over the sizes again, but I think this is a better comparison than the notebooks, if I'm being honest. I really do. So this one is, obviously, it's 1 1/4 shorter, and it's the 5 inches wide. So it's got the width of the wide, but it's shorter. This is popular right now, and I personally, it's my favorite. That is a vacation planner, travel journal. Maybe these are just dot grid. These are actually for me. Yeah, those are for mine. So I always get the colors. I just have random pieces of cardstock for. 5/7 B6. Foxy Fix number 5. This is Foxy number 6. Number 7's over there. Number 8's over there. But here's the nice thing about 5 by 7s. These 3 books are 5 by 7. A whole lot more pages. They are lined. That's kind of a for me. I got them, I think they were $2 a piece at Walmart. I don't even know if they were $2 a piece. I really hope not, because that means I paid $6 for notebooks that Like, especially if you want like a fat notebook, that's a good place to look. And really, these aren't, I think they're not that hard to find other places. I haven't looked a lot because, again, I make mine. So let me leave the gray guy out here. I'm going to toss this regular over there. Leaving the B6 out. Okay, next up is personal. Personal is personal. I have a few fun ones here. Actually, I don't know where they all went. So, right, I'm just gonna take, oh, that's not what I want. Oh, it's another coloring book. I didn't even know. I printed it on the wrong paper. So a personal size is 3.75 by 3.75 by 6.75. So it's close to a 5 by 7. So you could put this in a B6 notebook and it would just, you'd have room here. So if you think about it, if you put 2 of these in the middle of your B6 and you put a pen clip on each one, however you would do that, the pen would sit in the notebook. You got to think sometimes like creatively like that. So I did this one for a trip we took, and I turned it into like a little adventure log, like a very personalized thing. And we even had like stamps. It was kind of cute. I did it for my mom. I wanted her to have fun. So anyway, those are those. I'm going to set that one up. Oh, no, I'm going to keep this one. This I mentioned in the other video, this is kind of checkbook size. Looks like a checkbook, doesn't it? It's got quite a following, which is great. Every book needs a following. I'm actually gonna swap this one out for the, haha, here you go, for the dirty black one. Next up we have A6. So in my A6, this is a little bullet list kind of thing. The A6 is a little chubbier than a personal. It is 4 inches versus 3 and a 3.75, so just a little bit. And it's shorter at 4 inches. Or it's shorter at 5.75, so it's a whole inch shorter. Now, you can see how these two are kind of more on the square, and then you've got these that are more on the long and skinny. Personal, standard, A6, B6. Kind of see where I'm going. I guess you could even say that of the A5. The A5 is more square. So maybe it's the metric thing. I've never thought of it like that until kind of seeing it laid out here. Interesting. Okay. This one is, I said, a bullet list. This one is my new challenge book. It's made with 32-pound paper, which is nice and thick. I'm digging it. We want to leave one of these out. I'll leave the purple one out. Every maker makes different. Every maker's different. That's all I'm going to say there. Next up is Pocket. I do not have Passport and Micro, and I don't have a B Slim. So a B Slim, I'm not even going to try. It's kind of, oh, actually, I guess I can. So you guys are going to love this. A B Slim, B6 Slim is this height, and it's a 1/4 of an inch wider than an A6. So this tall, but a 1/4 of an inch. So it's almost a personal. Do you see what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's this size right here. Knock it off. It's just a maker and me talking. It's a maker and me egging out my frustrations. Okay, Pocket is the one that I have other makers in. Sorry, I'm reaching and they're not coming to me. That little guy's mine. I was at a meetup and we did Pocket. Pocket is, again, this one's mine. 3.5 versus the 4 of the A6 by 5.5 versus the 5.75. A6 and B6 are relatively new to the Traveler's Notebook world. Passport and regular are the original two that started from Midori. And then Pocket became, because of Field Notes, because of this brand of notebook. I mean, this brand of notebook has been around for quite a while. It's an awesome little notebook. I love watching Aaron Draplin, one of the creators of it, use them. They're amazing. But they're great little notebooks, and that size kind of became very popular. So, and these are also very easy to find. Moleskine makes a size that's, if not this size, real close. Word with a dot notebooks makes these. White lines. God, I knew it was a lines. White lines. There's a lot of makers. When I say makers, I don't mean Etsy. I mean volume makers. Like Field Notes is mass produced. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Not personally made, hand stitched, or stapled, whatever, all that good stuff. Okay, toss those aside. This one's mine. This one's also mine. I made this one as a sample for a meetup, and it was a Michigan meetup. If you are new to Traveler's Notebook and you live in Michigan, even Ohio, Indiana, maybe even Illinois a little bit, look for Michigan Planner Babes on Facebook and join that group. I shouldn't say we, I'm part of the group. I didn't organize the meetup. Two girls, Kylie and Allie, organized a meetup in September, and it was awesome, and they started working on next year's. So join the group. You get cool stuff. So this is where I got these, because I've never bought another maker's. I made designs and Field Notes. I've always bought those. I've always bought Field Notes. May Designs was new to me. And, okay, A6 pocket. I'm going to toss my pocket and toss this pocket over here. These are the 401, I always say that wrong. It's the 1407 planners. They... Weird. It's right. I just, for some reason in my head, was flipping it wrong. They gave us a blank weekly, and this is some thick paper. This is some thick paper. I don't know if they're all printed on their thick paper. I think they are, because I've heard people talk about it. But that's some really heavy paper. It makes the book a little fatter, but this one's a variety. These are cute. They're really cute. Okay, so and then the Paper Penguin Company, which is another company. I've heard of them. I know them. I know other makers. I don't think other makers buy from me. That'd be weird. I think it'd be weird because, is that what I just took out of there? Oh, it's a nice dot grid. I thought it was blank, but it's a nice dot grid. That's decent paper. I don't know. I don't know if they list what weight it is, but that's decent. Okay, so just because I have to do this, I have to go, this is why mine are better. I don't. I'm just going to do the differences. Both of these are stapled. Most companies, most makers, whether they're on Etsy or not, but most small businesses are stapled. Mine are stitched. I'm still crazy. And I will continue to stitch. There will always at least be some stitching option. At some point, I think it's going to have to be an add-on because it's getting a little crazy. But I prefer stitched, so I will always offer it. 1407 does not round their corners. That is not a big deal to a lot of people because if you print your own, you might not round your corners. All of my books are rounded corners. It's a clean look for me. And it's funny because there's also some talk in the community because Foxy did a square cornered notebook. And there was talk about square corners. It's interesting how people do that. The paper quality is amazing. They're printed all in black. I don't know if they do anything in color. I'm curious though. It's a nice black. It's a nice strong black. I like it. I tend to do gray. I don't know why. I tend to go with gray, but I like their blacks. Again, stitch. She does round the corners. These are machine cut too. So are mine. Mine are machine cut, which is the way to go. Like unless you're printing at home, you machine cut. Like, you're paying money, they should be machine cut. I'm just saying. I don't know any makers that cut by hand, and they shouldn't. If they just shouldn't, they should be machine cut. You're paying for a clean cut. You can hand cut at home. I cannot. I will be showing you in a video that I cannot hand cut. You guys will enjoy it. Okay, so Paper Penguin 1407, mine. Yellow Paper House. Oh my gosh. Those are the ones I know. I feel like I'm missing somebody that I know. Do your research. Pick your people. Pick me. How can I not say that, right? I feel so stupid when I say it. Do your research and know who you're buying from. That's all I'm going to say. Go for customer service, all that good stuff. That is the end of the notebook section in this video. We're moving on to dashboards. We're going to talk about dashboards, writing boards, folders. I missed that in my thought process. There are different types of dashboards. And then I'm going to pull my notebook out and kind of show you maybe where things go. I have a whole different video set up, and when this is done in a 6 series, I'm hoping that 6 video series, I'm hoping that you can kind of sit down and just do a little binge watching of it and kind of get an idea. Okay, I'm gonna pull these out real quick. Toss these guys. I really need to use these because they're nice. There's your sizes. I wish I had a different color. Oh, I do. Stop the process. Let's throw that bad boy out. There we go. Okay, guys, this is your picture. Click. Click. I should take a picture. Seriously. Wide, standard, B6, personal, A6 pocket. So we're missing A5 and we're missing micro, passport and micro, and the B6 slim weird size. So there's all your sizes. I'm gonna set those right over there. Go back to some old school. Okay, this is a really pretty folder. This one's not half bad, but we're gonna do this in order. This is the first folder I ever made. Don't laugh too hard. It is a 6 pocket, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will see if I can find the video. I think pocket vintage damn. I'm gonna see if I can find the video from where I learned how to do this. And this is electrical tape. I didn't use duct tape. I liked the electrical tape. It's got a little bit of give where duct tape gets sticky and weird. This is a cool pocket. I don't know that one. I wasn't talking to Alexa. I used this in my first Midori, and it's held up well. Part of that is the electrical tape. I will show that with this one. I look at it now and I think there's so many things I could do different. It's made out of a file an 8.5 by 11 file folder. So it's sturdy, which is good. So if you want to attempt to make this, I will find that video and link it. This one is just a piece of scrapbook paper. I don't even think it was a very heavy scrapbook paper that I figured out how to cut and fold. And I think I glued at some point. And then this is packing taped. I know if you've watched planning videos, you've seen the use of packing tape. And you can see the wrinkles and the hot messness that it is, but it works. It's protected. Like, it's not gonna rip and tear. Nope, it's not ripping and tearing. A little bit right there. Probably from before. It's kind of adorable. This is an Annika Hamby, and I don't know if she is making stuff still. I haven't seen her in the community. So if she still has her shop, I will link it. This is a 6 pocket, and this is her like signature thing. She was the first one to do it. Other people have done it now. And then 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So 6 pockets. This is one big pocket. I never noticed that before. Interesting. I never noticed that. But when you put it under the string, it's not. My only thing would be is I would packing tape, electrical tape, something. Because see how this got beat up? Or cut it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it needs to be cut here and taped. I mean, you can see mine's dirty and too. It got beat up. So those are folders. There's a market for them. They're out there. I don't sell them. As you can see, my foray into it was not it was not really much above a kindergartner. It's okay. It's cool. Like, I'm good with it. Okay. Next up is past. Should we just call this dashboards and thingamabobs? I don't even know. Actually, I do know. Where's the writing boards? We're going to pull the writing boards out. Here they are. We'll pop back into these. I'm leaving the sizes here throughout the video. This is wide, and these are both regular, standard. So this one is from Taroko Shop, and I'm going to give a little plug because I'm going to plug them for a couple of these pockets too. This is a plastic manufactured writing board. I don't know these dots. I think the graph is 5 millimeters, which would make sense because they're from Hong Kong and they're metric. We're not here in the US. I saw a Midori one, became obsessed with it, couldn't find it, settled on this. And I think I just haven't used it because I haven't used the size. Just kind of bums me out right there. Okay. I make a writing board in all sizes. I started making this because of my coloring book. I wanted you to be able to slide this in and not worry about bleed through if you wanted to use a Sharpie in my coloring book because the back sides are blank or whatever. These two happen to be rejects because they're not thick enough. I use 2 ply and they're not. They're 1 ply. So, but they still would work. So they just hang out. I actually use a couple to swatch Tombos. Again, these are in my shop. I don't know if anybody else makes writing boards. I honestly have no idea. I've never looked. So we're going to cover the manufactured pockets first. And I used that term in my last video, even though, no, this is funny. Even though Foxy's are technically manufactured, I'm leaving them in with the dashboards because everybody calls them dashboards, which is what they are, but they are manufactured. So bear with me on that term as I use it a little loosely. Okay, first up, these are Day Runner. I'm just showing you these real quick, guys. I will revisit these. These are Day Runner, and they're made for a personal size planner. I washi them together. These are what I used for my envelope system for Dave Ramsey. And I put them in a personal size because I washied them together. Slipped them in like they were an insert into my personal size Traveler's Notebook cover and my budget book. And it's kind of a cool system. I think I'm getting away from the cash envelopes, so I haven't decided what I'm doing with these. That's a side note, kind of throwing them over here. So now, and I think this is made by Midori. It could be, I think so. I think it's made by Traveler's Company. I don't think it's marked though. Okay, anyway, everybody makes these things. This is the 12 card slot for a regular size. Oh, I don't need that in there. I was going to talk about the stuff. That's the accessories. Sorry guys, you got a glimpse of the accessories stuff. So 6 pockets. I have pictures of my dogs and a Kia, and this is a stamp that I used to carry around with me, and that's what it has. It's anyway. What was I gonna say? So 6 credit card slots, regular size. The other thing, this is it. This is what I had in my original Midori. This is the. It's weird. It must have been around a weird like angle because it's kind of formed wrong. Anyway, the zipper pocket, and then it has this big pocket here, And then it has this pocket here. It's kind of different. I basically just took a pretty picture, put it in there, and I really liked to look at this when I opened my book. So similar to a dashboard, but with a zipper pocket, and I have stickers in here and stuff, and more stickers. Project Life cards are in here, business card. My dog's information, a little chicken with a bent leg. Poor chickie. Okay, so these two were by Traveler's Notebook Company, Midori, I don't know. I think that's who made them. But when the other sizes became popular, people wanted this because they started with this in other sizes. Amy too. This is a personal size, and this is made by Taroko Shop, and I think this is Taroko Shop as well. I've ordered from them a couple times. This is just a piece of gold paper in there with stamps. So there's this pocket, and then there's two pockets here, and then there's your zipper pocket, which works great. I have these my pocket size, but I don't have that handy. Which you'll see because I'm going to do setup videos. I will link Taroko Shop, and I will link an Amazon link if I have one for these. This one is a wide. So this fits, I should show you guys that. This video is going to be so long, I'm sorry. This fits, like you can put it around a notebook and it acts like a dashboard, or you can put it around a couple notebooks. They're usually big enough for that. This one's kind of weird. So it could be 4 credit card slots. I cut a Project Life card down and put it down there, and then I could have put cards. And then this is just huge because it's the wide. It's a huge pocket. And I carried an extra rubber band because that's how I jump band things. We'll come to that. I'm going to show you how to jump band at the end of this video. And then we'll cover it again in other videos. I'm going to reinforce some stuff. Okay, so those are zipper pockets, we'll call them. And the credit card sleeve, I don't know what to call them. They are a form of a dashboard. And realistically, I think this is where the other ones came from. So I'm flopping those there. These are Foxy. These are Amy. These are all different sizes. Actually, I'm going to leave this one out because I'm going to show you something cool. This one, I make them with 1 or 2 pockets. If you choose 1 pocket, it goes on the back. If you choose 2, it goes on the inside front. Or no pockets. And I make different ones, different colors. Some of these aren't available in the shop. Some are. This one is. I think this one might be. This one should be. This one isn't because it's got a whoops on it. That one might be in the shop. I pulled them from everywhere, so I can't even tell you where everything is. This one is one that I was actually not long ago using. It's a wide. It has 1 pocket. I have some stuff in here. Crap, I need to work on that. I have a sticker stuck in here from a gift. Piece of washi stuck on the front. Sticky note on the back. Honest to God, guys, this is the exact use of a dashboard. Can hold a little washi tape. Got a pocket to hold things. Sticky notes. Exact use. Here is a Foxy fix. It is this. I don't have a secretarial one. My pockets are generally kind of secretarial. These are the full length ones. And you can put things in it. You can put sticky notes on it. It's very much like this, just a little different. Like this one, funny how that is. This one, I cut this paper down and I put it in here, and then I put a half sheet in here, and I think I had something in there. The problem is this is a regular size, and I haven't been using these sizes, so I'm hanging on to stuff. That's it for the dashboards. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to bring my sizes back in here. Look, I want to show you a little trick. If you have 4 strings, 1 string, if you have a 1-string notebook, if you got a single from somebody, and you want to put 2 notebooks in it, you take those 2 notebooks, you find their centers, you take a rubber band. Guys, you don't need anything more than a rubber band. Feel free to buy pretty colored elastics all day long, but you don't need it. I like how slim a rubber band is. So now you take this like you would take your open book and you slide it under the elastic in the notebook. That is a jump band, and that is how it works. I will go into much more detail on this in 2 videos from now, so don't fret. I just wanted to give you that example to kind of sit there and think about. Seriously. Just so you can go, what did she just do? I'm going to bring these back down. That's where this video ends, guys. Thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you're enjoying this series. I'm seriously putting some work into this video, so I want to know that you like it. I do want to show you real quick this bin. Well, first of all, as a maker, that's one thing, but I store all my used notebooks in a bin. I like to keep them because I do. Most people do. This bin is from IKEA. It is called, I'm gonna look. I can't see the name of it. Seriously. Watch this. Oh, I didn't do it. That's the product number. I'll look up the name. They come in other colors. I don't know how the hell I ended up with a green one. Green's not my color. They fit notebooks really, really well. And then this one that I just showed you, I think it's from Target. I've seen it other places than Target, so I don't know. But, and the smaller notebooks fit in this one this way, so you could this way. Just saying. But if you're like me, I keep them in size order, and it's kind of nice. So, some storage options. Guys, any questions? Shoot me questions. If you're on Etsy, if you're browsing my shop, please browse my shop. If you're on Etsy and you're browsing my shop and you have a question and you think it's stupid, message me. I will answer you. I will explain things. If I can't explain it, I'll link you to a video that can. Guys, I'm first and foremost part of the community. I am a user of Traveler's Notebooks, a lover of Traveler's Notebooks, and I want you to be too. So, sizes, notebooks, good. Give it a like, subscribe, give me a comment, tell me